starting to have a bit of a breakdown. Let's see. I'm going to take this tape out, put it in my pocket after I shoot it, and I don't even know why I'm shooting it right now. It's sort of I just kind of really need someone to talk to. I don't know where to start. I came into this trip with really excited about just nothing more than getting to be on the ocean for 3 weeks. Now I don't have any idea what's going on. I can't sleep at night. I'm like feeling sick, feeling really sort of trapped on this boat. There's nowhere to go. It's a 50-foot boat, you know? It's like you want to take a walk around the block, it doesn't happen. You want to like run or do anything to sort of forget about what's going on, and it's just not there. We're all here, all on this boat. And there's no getting away from each other. We have 2 watches a day, and I don't think I've slept in 3 days.
This is my first time I've ever gone night diving, or diving in the ocean, or diving this far away from anything, or diving with a camera, or diving with a knife, or diving with the captain.
It was like going into outer space. Like the point of something being like so crazy and scary that it's really fun.
Jake and Meredith are under the boat right now. I'm still on watch apparently, which I guess just was never factored into the schedule. I puked pretty ferociously at around 8 or so, and then had kind of a long drying off spell, where I probably would have preferred to get a little bit of sleep.
That was pretty insane.
Hey, this is quite a wonderful test. I'm quite pleased. The creatures you saw tonight will pale by comparison.
So, watch just ended. So it gets really, really boring up there with absolutely nothing going on. So, I'm gonna make my own little log entry here and then call it a night. Good luck with your watch.
So once every hour, we have to do the log and check the engine rooms to make sure that they're not flooded with water. Before you know it, it's 3. It's time for a second log and engine check. From there, it gets really slow. It's made us all kind of start doing really nerdy things. I'm wearing a turtleneck and learning about the stars.
Oh shit, I think I just deleted the course. I think I just deleted the whole course. I was just clicking on these things. I don't know, the whole course disappeared. There's no undo. This program is stupid. Fuck.
Captain, we're going off course. We're dropping below 190.
No, you shouldn't have done that.
Should I put a sad face there? Perhaps.
So it is day 5. I'm on watch with Joe now, and we are working out. That's right. And keep our strength up. Kind of realized this boat's almost like it's like being in prison, but without like I don't know, like the punishment and the gang rape and all. You don't have shit to do. Like you can either read, or as we decided, you can like try to work out. Shit, fuck, here they come. Oh man, this is fucking exciting. Dolphins. Dolphin party, USA. Dolphin party coming here to play with dolphins. Jesus Christ, there's like 20. They're still coming from the distance. There's so many fucking dolphins. Dude. This is great. You get so bored out here, like, and then all of a sudden you got fucking dolphins and trash. It's amazing. Like, this is the highlight of our day. It's kind of getting ominous out here. Like, for the past like 2 or 3 days, we've been kind of occasionally seeing shit and kind of picking and choosing what we want to pull out. I'm still holding out hope for like half a Kewpie doll with like a fish coming out of its other arm.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, that's not. Probably killed.
That looks like something.
Yeah.
That's nice. Good show there, mate.
Yeah.
You see the other two that came close?
Yeah.
Right there, look at that.
So what are you doing in there? You severing its gills?
Yes, it's a gill artery.
Gill, okay, yeah. So you're cutting that so it'll bleed out quick. But I'm kind of glad I was on watch for that. I'm not too squeamish, but I just don't like fish when they're put together. So it's kind of a double doozy when they're coming apart or when you're taking them apart. He was saying we're safer to eat smaller fish, even when we're out towards the gyre. They've had less time to accumulate all the toxins in their system, so. I feel kind of bad that we've been eating fish that have been swimming in this fucking water. I don't even want to think of like all the, just looking at the big particles, all the shit we were probably ingesting. But at this point, I'm sure it's too late.
These compounds are lipophilic, meaning fat-loving.
Okay.
So they stick in fat. 1 million plankton, 1,000 sardines, 100 mackerel, eaten by, say, a mahi-mahi or a tuna. And then the higher cetaceans, they accumulate this whole chain of accumulation of these chemicals. Polycarbonate has bisphenol A in it, which leaches into the water and can cause reproductive harm and other defects. For instance, 1 out of 4 male swordfish in the Mediterranean are producing female egg yolk hormone that you wouldn't expect a male fish to make.
Screwing with their genetics.
It's screwing with their genetics. And so that's an indication of disruption of the hormone system, probably caused by industrial chemicals. I mean, we're starting to see problems like when we talk about how the Eskimo women have toxic milk for their babies and are being asked to use formula instead of feed their babies.
Are they particularly susceptible to it?
Yes, because they eat high off the food chain. They eat marine mammals that have high fat content where this stuff is stored in the fat. And they're producing fewer males and smaller males. It's conceivable that there could be population crashes in any sexually reproducing species that loses its males.
Is that your first swim?
Ever in the ocean. It's as terrifying as I fucking thought. I just spit out a piece of plastic.
What?
Getting out of the water, there was a little chunk of like yellow debris that was kind of caught on the corner of my lip. And then later, Jake got out of the water and had just like, it looked like he had body glitter on part of him. There was just little particulate waste. I've been like eating shit with my hands all day too. It's fucking plastic in my mouth. I guess I can like properly empathize with the fish and filter feeders now, but still, that's fucking gross. I was in the water for all of like 10 minutes with the snorkel in my mouth, and somehow a piece of plastic fucking worked its way in. I don't think we ever showed. We ever did a little tour of the boat. So this is where all of us have piston ship. What happens when you use it is empty. So basically, you fill it with water, or if you're peeing, you just fill it with that, and then you stand here with your face about what, 1.5 feet from your own fucking excrement. The best part is when the boat's rocking and things start to slosh around. This is also our shower, too. A lot of stuff gets done in this room. I don't know. Like, there's been so much of that, like, this isn't cool to you, but I've been in a boat for 7 days, and it's really neat that we can see a bird. The days just kind of meld into the nights and shit. It's just kind of like one big long hunk of walking around a boat and doing stuff. I don't know. It's not like, it sounds like I'm retarded, but I've just never looked at the sky so much out of pure boredom. Trash to starboard. Got it. That's good trash. What is it? Piece of something?
It looks like a flower pot.
It's a really big problem with flower pots in the Pacific Ocean right now. So stop throwing them in here.
Garbage Island is less a physical place than really a state of mind. At some point we all find our garbage island. Whether it's out here in the Pacific or at home, comfortable, surrounded by people you care about and enjoy interacting with on a regular basis.
It's still gravy.
I showed you.
That's still
Stop,
gravy, isn't it?
stop.
Charlie?
Look, I gave you an example, and you totally ignored it.
Charlie.
Don't tell me Charlie. Oh, Joe. Joe, look, it's so easy.
Hey,
you're making more trouble for yourself. You're cutting it smaller than it has to be.
Respect, Charlie. I've respected you. You need to respect me.
Respect you when you're doing it wrong.
If this isn't done right, then say something at the start.
That's what I'm saying.
You looked at me 2 minutes ago and I was doing it fine.
No, I didn't.
But you need to have respect. I'm respecting you as a man. Respect me, or we'll have further words. Do we understand ourselves?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right.
Now, well, how would you like it?
Like bigger.
Want to go catch
Bigger
sunset?
chunks. No, not this, but bigger chunks. You want them? That's fine.
This is like.
Oh my god, I am totally having a Joverdose as of today. I'm kind of lightening back up to it, to the humor that is Joe. But I don't know. I was having a bad time with it today. Just like being around the guys like living through the Riff Holocaust. I've heard like every statement I've made, basically. I wouldn't even limit it to jokes. Repeated back to me. The one thing I will never grow tired of is his politics. He's one of those like real, just, you know, like garden variety California liberals who is just like baffled by any other sort of worldview. He called 19th century whalers idiots. We haven't, like, we've gotten a little bit of a radio signal. We know the outside world still exists, basically. We don't have any idea what exactly is going on there. I like these weird towers, or dicks of cloud. But one thing that's been killing me, horniness. It's, first few days I was fine, but it's slowly waxing. I'm starting to like really fucking pour through my the memory card up here in my I'm not even trying to. I'm just catching myself in off hours. Like our minds are just like folding in on themselves. As far as trajectory, if like this hand is California and we started here in Long Beach, we kind of like did this and now we're just like plunking our way down into the gyre, which is right there. I think the current estimate is like 2 or 3 days when we're right in the fucking thick of it, and then we can get down to business. It'll be good to get out to the patch because it'll give us, I mean, we'll be working out there as opposed to just like sitting around and talking about like how fast it's going. Also, it can serve as a scapegoat for any tension that's building up, you know? Like you can just, like, you can redirect your anger towards the garbage. And also, I think, like, it being a bummer will help kind of level everybody's moods.
The only thing that exists is like this boat and the people on it and whatever this Leviathan we're searching for, this Captain Ahab Moby Dick situation we have going on here for this trash island, which I'm starting to get, if we don't fucking find something else,
Yeah,
really
he keeps wanting to turn
lose
around
my
for like
mind.
a plastic bottle, and it's like, okay, are we going to a whole island of plastic bottles?
That's what's freaking me out, man. Captain, how far now until the garbage patch?
Yeah, we're a day away. We're just penetrating into the second cell right now.
This is where we expect to find the...
That's where we'd expect to find the
patch.
highest concentrations, yeah.
We just officially passed the 1,500 mile mark. We got 1,500 miles to go, so we're halfway, which is insane. 'Cause we've been here for so fucking long. Thomas is up spotting pieces of trash. We've been seeing pieces of trash every day, just, you know, here and there. I think in my mind, and probably Meredith and Thomas, we were eventually going to arrive somewhere. We were going to get to the place where this is where all the trash is.
Everybody says, show me a picture of the garbage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's spread out. It's diffuse. This is an enormous ocean. So you're not going to find...
I understand that.
You're not going to find a dump. There's no trash dump out here.
I was sort of
Well,
under the impression that there was going to be a visible patch somewhere where it's like,
well,
where you could walk out on the deck
there's
and just
a
be like, there's
windrow.
garbage everywhere. Yeah, like you were saying,
a windrow,
patterns
but
in
it's
the garbage.
a line.
I'm not
It's
seeing.
not a patch.
There's some.
We just need, like, for the big...
Well,
We've got everything we need for so much good stuff, so much good information, and I'm really happy. I think it's a really good piece, but we need the, like, big...
It's your job
Yeah.
to stay on deck.
Yeah, well, we also have to sleep for at least a few hours every day.
We're saying, I mean, we're all on the same team. We just need to get
Well, we're
something
ready to move to any location. It's not so important where you look. It's looking at the calmest part of the ocean, because that's when the stuff floats up to the top. The crap is everywhere, but it floats up to the top in the calm. Well, that's where I brought you. I brought you to the calm. This is the calmest part of the ocean. Algida, Algida, Algida. Dinghy calling Algida.
Basically, like, Dad yelled at us and gave us the keys to the car. It's like, now we're out here doing
Fuck you! Spring Break in the Gyre 2007! Woo! Booyah!
Another buoy?
There's a helmet.
It's a helmet.
Dude, that's creepy.
That is so
creepy as
creepy.
shit.
With a big chunk out of it.
Put it on. Shit's alive, asshole. Ew, it's fucking moving. That wasn't worth it. What kind of shot was that? Hang on. Should I be saying something? It's like it's hard to believe. like looking at this. I mean, this water is like beyond Crayola blue. You got some fucking. No, you got it.
Ew! I don't want that one.
That's glass, though, right?
Yeah.
So that's not as bad, or.
That's not so much of a concern.
Wait. Jake.